Hello there! Yeah, I definitely need a lightsaber for this. Anyway, hey everybody, this is Retrokid Reviews. Totally not practicing my Jedi Knight skills for the new Obi-Wan show that just came out as of the last couple of weeks on Disney Plus. So before we get to that, I want to do some quick Star Wars related news, mainly on casting first with Moses Ingram. I am very much aware that a lot of asshole fans want to be assholes to her. And your racist asshole is not going to be allowed in this video, so screw you. So, the Band-Aid out of the way, one other bit of, a lot of Star Wars news I want to get around to. Mainly games-oriented stuff. The big one that I want to talk about that's probably the one I'm going to mention is Jedi Fallen Order's sequel, Jedi Survivor. Card of the trailer. No reaction because, again, I'm actually replaying this on my PS5, and wow, it's a little rough after the opening, but again, I haven't played it in like a couple of years, so I'll figure my footing eventually. It's still good. Cal Kestis is very nice. Cameron Monahan is coming back as a titular character. And, not really much that I could work off of. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but one other thing I want to get around to is my mini review of Rise of Skywalker. It's fine. Yeah, look, I've been trying to make a Rise of Skywalker review since I had that broken camera that was still stuck at 720p the last couple of years, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's going to take a while. Also, Cat. Yeah, speaking of Obi's, Obi is also here, running around trying to mess with the set, so I'm going to try to speedrun these first 3 episodes as best as I can. So, what's there to say about a 17-year reunion between Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen that is long overdue? Well, it was good. Let's get to the Inquisitors first before we get to Ewan himself. He came back as Obi like it was nobody's business. Like it was fantastic. There was 2 cameos. I never thought I'd actually 3 when we get to episode 2, but yeah. Let's start with Han being the 5th brother of the Inquisitors. The makeup was a little not too heavy to see in the trailers, but actually seeing it in context now with a full series so far, it looks good. It's okay. He's definitely trying to be like the little brother of the Inquisitors. Like, oh, you're trying to one up for Vader. I get one up too. Kind of vibes. It makes sense, and then the Inquisitors kind of an angle. Also, full disclosure, I have not seen every single Clone Wars or Legends lore specific Star Wars related stuff. I'm very much aware, even with Jedi Fallen Order, the Inquisitors are a big freaking deal. So my apologies there. With Reva, Moses herself, she actually is a pretty good foil for Obi-Wan. Like, I don't care what those types of fandom menace fans have been saying the last couple of weeks, but she is actually really good. You can tell she's trying to, like, be on Vader's good side, and it might backfire with her later down the road. Also, to those guys, she's a villain in the franchise, and you're going to root to hate her regardless. Can you root to hate her at a character level and not at a race level? Again, sorry to like spill it into this, but that's kind of how it's been with this kind of stuff. Even so much so that even Ewan McGregor herself had to like step in, like, yeah, you guys ain't fans if you're gonna do this shit. So baller move for him. I'm gonna be honest with you there. So, getting my obvious how I feel about Star Wars fans aside, what's there to say about the first couple episodes? It's actually really good. They came out 2 weeks ago. They were to premiere back to back episodes, I guess, to get a feel for the like how this miniseries is gonna play out. Onto the cameos I never thought I would see coming. No, it's not, Little Leia. It makes a lot of sense because, this is right after Revenge of the Sith, so that makes a lot of sense. Also, card to my retro review of the prequel series, because I forgot that I actually did it in time for Rise of Skywalker, so a lot of things coming full circle review-wise in the rotation as far as Star Wars stuff here is, for my channel's sake. That being said, Flea. I never thought I'd see Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers, or as I knew him, Needles from Back to the Future Part 2 and 3. Yeah, I was that kid that remembered him as Needles. Long story short there. As, like, the guy that's gonna kidnap, I guess, Leia in this whole mini-series. It was really cool. He got his ass handed by the Inquisitors, I think by the end of Episode 2, which is really cool. By the way, spoilers throughout. I'm trying to do a catch-up. I'll do a full season deep dive, probably when the final episodes drop later this next couple of weeks. So that being said, episode 3 is actually pretty cool. Zach Braff, also another big cameo I never thought I'd see. He was going to play an alien kind of character, which made sense there. Also, for anyone who's been worrying that they're going to be still in Tatooine the whole series, nope. I think their Shanghai-looking planet that they did in episode 2 was really nice. Also, I think unexpected cameras I never thought I'd also see. Ewan McGregor's daughter also was a cameo in that episode too, so blink if you miss it kind of stuff, but I think she overly confirmed it on our social medias. Again, I could be wrong there. Probably the link in the description to, I guess, the cast IMDb in case I'm right about any of these episodes. So, yeah, let's talk about Zach Braff and Benny Safdie. Braff was in episode 3. He was a bootlicking Empire guy that's kind of more true to real life. Again, I know the fandom is going on like, why is there politics in my Star Wars? It was always there. I'm sorry, that's how it was. Like, if you look into the prequels, it was always there, especially in the original trilogy. It was always there. So, I guess analog to Vietnam and stuff like that, like anybody was in the 80s and late 70s. So again, I can't help you there. That being said, it was actually really good allegory and stuff like that. If you're gonna follow that kind of like theory, honestly, it's still entertaining. We're going to see a bunch of stormtroopers get one-shotted pretty easily. The one of them had like a split thing at the gate in that episode. So I guess card there if that already hasn't been like clipped to death, which I'm pretty sure it was as far as stormtrooper deaths go. So yeah, that whole episode is also again one chase scene, but it has a build up. I think kind of funny in not an interview screencast said it better themselves. Also, when's Anthony Carboni? Because he hasn't been in for 2 episodes. One of them makes sense because Celebration was happening. By the way, most of the news that came out for Jedi Fallen Order, most of the games and most of the new shows is from Celebration 45. By the way, happy 45 years to probably the most complicated and yet fun fan base I've ever seen, Star Wars. Yeah, may the force be worthy on that one. That all being said, my overall review for episode 3, it's really good. It's insane, it's nice, and I just... Okay, so this is that big of a deal of a review that I'm actually going to continue what I was saying. So, breaking out the old edited editing software aside, my final overall thoughts with these 3 episodes is actually really good. The action scenes, like I said in episode 3, was a big long chase scene, but it also builds up gradually as like a space underground railroad kind of thing for more force sensitive Jedi and kids to get out of that said planet. Also, episode 3 is big, and why I'm risking doing editing for this episode, for this review, is you get to see a lot of Vader. Normally, everyone thought he was going to be the final confrontation for the final episodes of the season. No, we're getting him right now, and in Eun's like whole fight scene, cards of the I guess the scene itself, it has already been clipped. Also, speaking of clips of this whole series so far, you can tell that he was really out of practice. You could tell he was holding the Force in so far. And going back to episode 1 with the Benny Safdie cameo, he's also a former Jedi that's trying to like stay away from like the Inquisitors, the Empire, and all that stuff, but gets captured pretty easily in a very visceral way, even for Star Wars. So again, all 3 episodes are shows you the stakes, shows you exactly what's going on, shows who's still in line with who kind of vibes. Also, I forgot to mention Jimmy Smith throughout all this, because he was the father of, I think, Leia in the prequels, and he had to be the guy to basically tell Obi-Wan to get his shit together, get back in the game, kind of stuff. And not a lot of Luke, like everyone thought it was going to be. He might show up as a bookend, probably for the final episodes as well. Have like that ominous kind of like, oh, I feel something weird, like maybe some sort of like callback to Vader in some sort of way to like make their inevitable fight in like Empire, have more stakes in the Legends lore than it did in the original trilogy lore. So that's how it is there. So with that all being said, what do I rate? Haven't done a rating in a while. I've been stuck doing mostly reacts and retro reviews. So excuse me for busting off the old I guess analytics or how I usually score here. For episodes 1 and 2, definitely a 10 out of 10. It sets the stakes up. There's a lot of not a lot of fluff. I mean, Flea aside, again, that was a surprise cameo, but it was really cool. It made a lot of sense. Very comical how they kind of had to like kidnap Leia. Again, it's a Star Wars show. You got to do what you got to do. For episode 3, definitely a well-deserved 9.5. The only thing that's really like, I guess, slow is not really the pace, but it's definitely like there's a lot of shots in like that like round 2 with Obi-Wan and Vader. It really had that like, oh, I'm screwed kind of attitude. It had like that big like serial killer like Jason Voorhees kind of energy with Vader just going to a village and just like one-shotting literally everybody in the room. So with that all being said, another reason why the whole series so far is a 9.5 is because a lot of you guys still want to be assholes to Moses Ingram, so screw you there. So, my personal politics with Star Wars fans aside, and hopefully that I can make a edited thing of this in time for this review. What did you think of Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, the miniseries so far? My apologies, it's all over the map when it comes to talking about this. I don't know. It's worth being this rambly for a series like Star Wars. Weird as it sounds, good, bad, or otherwise. So yeah, end card's finally coming up. If I figure out how to edit this actually with a normal editing software for once in my life, end card here to my it's Morbin time. Yeah, short that I was trying to capitalize off of. Morbius, yeah, sorry for that, but thank God that it actually bombed again in the box office. Yeah, I don't know why Sony wanted to go back there again, but that's how it was. Short here to sub to the channel. Other hand here to the shorts play, since we're talking about shorts here, to talk about more stuff there. Hopefully more Star Wars news will be coming out. If anything pops off that just happened next week in the next couple episodes, I'll definitely do a react on the shorts for that, just to let you guys know. So with that being said, I'm Retrokid Reviews. I hope that God you learn anything about Star Wars better than me, because yeah, Legends of Lore is actually kind of fun when you know what you're doing. So yeah, this is I guess part one of many shows I gotta catch up before I gotta do my Jurassic World Dominion review later this week. So wish me luck there in the comments, guys. I'm really gonna need it. Seriously.